third time he had done that. But I will say, Stephen A., I mean, the Celtics had injury issues too, okay? And look where they're at. Let's go to the East. The Pistons are in trouble.
They don't have them now.
After the Orlando Magic took care of business last night at home. Desmond Bane had 22 points. Franz Wagner had 19, and the Magic are one win away from knocking off the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Game 5 tomorrow in Detroit. The Magic are the 6th-8th seed to take a 3-1 lead over a 1 seed since seeding began in 1983-1984. 4 of the previous 5 went on to win the series and did so in less than 7 games. The lone 8 seed that did not convert their 3-1 series lead over a 1 seed, ironically, was the Magic in 2003, who lost to, the Pistons. Okay, full circle. So, now we were believing in the Pistons, especially when they played the Knicks.
Oh, yeah.
Did we make a mistake in believing in the Pistons so much, considering the way they have looked against the Magic, Stephen A.?
Hell to the yes. Yes, we did. Let's call it what it is, okay? And it has nothing, almost nothing to do with J.B. Bickerstaff. There's but so much you can do. You coach it. There's but so much you can do. I'm watching him put these brothers in position. They can't hit the backside of Broadway on a Sunday morning. They can't shoot. That's the problem with the Detroit Pistons. While they look against the New York Knicks, I don't know what the hell is going on. The Magic shot 33% from three-point range.
Abysmal.
And still won the game. Why? Because Detroit shot 20%. 20%. 6 for 30 from 3. 6 for 30. They are the worst three-point shooting team in the playoffs, shooting 27.5% from three-point range. They can't shoot. And by the way, we like Jalen Duren. Put Big Perk up on the screen because I want to see him when I say this. I want to see him and Kim when I say this. I like Jalen Duren a lot. I wish the Knicks had him. My brother, I hope you're okay. I saw that dunk that Kane put on them last. Lord have mercy. I mean, that's one of them things right there where you got to go back to your hotel room. Or thank God you going home to Detroit. You need your bed. You need your sauna. You need your chef. You need your nutritionist. Damn it, I'm going to say it. You need your woman. You got to go home and just get a massage. And you know, she got to hug you and say, baby, it's going to be all right. Because that dunk that man put on Duren, it's like, damn. I mean, they put it on him. You know, Lord. I mean, it was that bad. It was that bad. I didn't expect that at all, okay? Props to Cade and the crew. Wendell Carter is out playing Detroit's big men. Cade Cunningham is a stud, but he turned the ball over 24 times in the last 3 games. It's an NBA record. It's an NBA record. So you're looking at it from that.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. The Detroit Pistons are on the brink of elimination. The Orlando Magic, the 8th seed, are up 3-1 in the series. And Stephen A. Smith went off on First Take this morning. He did not hold back. He called the Pistons fool's gold. He roasted their shooting. He roasted their offense. And he said Cade Cunningham has no help. Let me show you exactly what he said. Roll the clip. Did you catch that? Let me break this down because Stephen A. was on fire. First, he pointed out the shooting numbers. The Magic shot 33% from three-point range and still won. Why? Because Detroit shot 20%. 6 for 30 from 3. 6 for 30. Stephen A. said, they are the worst three-point shooting team in the playoffs, shooting 27% from three-point range. They can't shoot. And then he went in on the offense. He said, I'm watching J.B. Bickerstaff put these brothers in position. They can't hit the backside of Broadway on an empty Sunday morning. That is a classic Stephen A. line. He is saying the Pistons have no shooters. The defense loads up on Cade Cunningham. They take away driving gaps. They pack the paint. And nobody can make them pay. Now, let's talk about the turnovers. Cade Cunningham has turned the ball over 24 times in the last 3 games. That is an NBA record. Stephen A. said, he's trying to do too much because in his heart he knows offensively he doesn't have the help that he needs. And he is right. Tobias Harris is not a 3-point shooter. Orza Thompson is not a 3-point shooter. The only shooter they have is Duncan Robinson, and the Magic have locked him up. Kendrick Perkins added that the Pistons are getting out-physicaled. He said, the Orlando Magic have the same level of physicality. Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter, Desmond Bane. They play physical. And it's so easy to guard the Detroit Pistons because all you got to do is load up and go boxes and elbows and take away driving gaps. And then Stephen A. dropped the hammer on Jalen Duren. He said, "I like Jalen Duren a lot. I wish the Knicks had him. But that dunk that Wendell Carter put on him? Lord have mercy." He said, "You got to go back to your hotel room. Thank God you're going home to Detroit. You need your bed. You need your sauna. You need your chef. You need your nutritionist. You need your woman. She got to hug you and say, 'Baby, it's going to be all right.' Because that dunk that man put on Duren? Damn. That is the reality. The Pistons are getting punked. They built their identity on being physical, on beating you up, on making you leave the game all iced up. But now the Magic are doing it to them. And they have no answer. Now, let's talk about the stats that really matter. In clutch time, the last 5 minutes of regulation or overtime, the Detroit Pistons scored 1 point. 1. They shot 1 for 10 from the field. Stephen A. said, "That is horrible." So, what is the solution? Stephen A. said the Pist. ONS need a Robin to Cade's Batman. And he proposed a trade. He said, if a miracle happens and Devin Booker ever decides he wants to be gone from Phoenix, Detroit would be the perfect spot for him with him and Cade Cunningham. Imagine that backcoat. Booker and Cunningham. 2 elite scorers. 2 shot creators. That would change everything. Perkins agreed. He said, the Pistons need a certified Robin to go alongside Cade Cunningham. They miss Malik Beasley. They miss Tim Hardaway Jr. They miss Dennis Schroeder. Those guys were key for them last year. And Stephen A. added, they shouldn't have lost 2 of them. The front office made mistakes. And now the Pistons are paying for it. So, where does that leave Detroit? They are down 3-1. They have to win 3 straight to advance. That is not going to happen. The Magic are better. They are deeper. They have more scoring options. And they have the momentum. The Pistons are fool's gold. They looked great against the Knicks in the regular season. They had a great record. They were the number 1 seed. But when it matters most, when the lights are brightest, they cannot shoot. They cannot score. And they are about to go home. I want to know what you think. Can the Pistons come back from 3-1? And should they trade for Devin Booker? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And subscribe if you want to stay locked in. We are building Summit. Hing Real here. See you next time. Peace.